Hello everyone, I am Dr. Bindu Malviya, Professor, Department of Management, Tirthankar Mahavir University, Muradabad. Today we are going to discuss on the topic entrepreneurship development, and I am going to cover the various aspects of entrepreneurship development in today's lecture. My lecture includes introduction of entrepreneurship development program, the process, the role, purpose and objective of EDP, importance of EDP, what are the problems faced by the organizer for conducting an EDP, and last, the role of the government in organizing the EDPs. So students, at the end of the session, you must be able to understand entrepreneurship development program, the process of conducting entrepreneurship development program, what is the role played by entrepreneurship development, what are the objective and purpose behind conducting the entrepreneurship development program, what is the importance of EDP, what are the problems, what are the challenges which are being faced by the organizers for conducting of EDPs, and the role of the government and different government agencies in organizing the entrepreneurship development programs. So at the outset, let us understand the role and the importance of the entrepreneurship. So entrepreneurship is the art of starting a business. Basically, a startup company offering creative product, process or service. We can say that it is an activity full of creativity. An entrepreneur perceives everything as a chance and displays bias in taking decision to exploit the chance. So in other words, I can say that the entrepreneur is a person who believes in taking risk, who is ready to accept the risk, who is ready to face the challenges, a person who is very creative, very innovative, and the person is having the capability to think out of the box. An entrepreneur is a creator or a designer who designs new ideas and business processes according to the market requirements and his or her own passion. Another important aspect is to be a successful entrepreneur, it is very important to have managerial skills and strong team building abilities. Another important skill is the leadership attributes, which are also a sign of a successful entrepreneur. Some politicians, economists regard leadership, management ability and team building skills to be the essential qualities of. Now moving ahead, let us discuss what is entrepreneurship development program. Entrepreneurship development program is the means of enhancing the knowledge and skill of the entrepreneurs through several classroom coaching and programs and trainings. The main point of the development process is to strengthen and increase the number of entrepreneurs in the country in order to tackle the problem of unemployment. The entrepreneur development program helps new firms or ventures get better in achieving their goals, improve business and the nation's economy. Another essential factor of this process is to improve the capacity to manage, develop and build a business enterprise, keeping in mind the risk related to it. So moving ahead, let us understand the process of entrepreneurship development. The following steps are mentioned in the process of entrepreneurship development for the launch of new ventures. The first is the discovery. Any new process begins with fresh ideas and objectives, wherein entrepreneur recognizes and analyzes business possibilities. The analyzing of opportunities is a risky task. and an entrepreneur looks out for inputs from other persons, including channel partners, employees, technical people, consumers, etc., to reach an ideal business opportunity. Thus, the entrepreneur must have a vision. He must be very mindful for taking up a new venture. Secondly, evaluation. The evaluation of an opportunity can be done by asking several questions to oneself. For instance, questions like whether it is worth taking a chance and investing in an idea. Will it attract the consumers? What are the competitive advantages and the risk linked with it are asked. A reasonable and sensible entrepreneur will also analyze his skills and whether it matches his entrepreneurial objective or not. After the proper evaluation of the business opportunity, the next is develop a plan. So for execution of any business, first the entrepreneur is supposed to develop a plan. After the identification of an opportunity, an entrepreneur has to build a complete business plan. It is the most important step for new business as it sets a standard and the assessment criteria, and if sees if a company is working towards the set goal or not. So it serves as a standard, it serves as a blueprint for the entrepreneur. After this, after the business plan, the entrepreneur is supposed to focus on the resources. The next step is in the process of the entrepreneurial development is resourcing. Here, entrepreneur recognizes the source of finance and from where the human resource can be managed. So in this step, the entrepreneur also tries to find investors for his new business. So this is the stage where the entrepreneur starts thinking for the execution of the business. After the resource planning, the next comes is the managing the company. This stage comes after the execution. It is based on the administration. So after hiring process and funds are raised, now it's time to start the operation to accomplish the desired goal. All the entrepreneurs will decide on the management structure that will be assigned to resolve the operational problems whenever it occurs. So this stage is mainly concerned with the execution part, with the implementation part, the management of day-to-day affairs, the management of departmental affairs. All this will come under the management of the company. And the next step is harvesting. So the last step in the process is harvesting, where an entrepreneur determines the future growth and development of the business. Here, real-time development is compared with the projected growth, and then the business security or the extension is initiated accordingly. So the major decisions regarding the extension, regarding the expansion of the business, regarding the closure of the business, all such decisions are taken and at this particular stage. Let us understand what are the various roles of entrepreneurship development. So an entrepreneurship development program primarily plays 4 roles to help the individual to become an entrepreneur. So these roles can be classified as stimulatory role, supportive role, sustaining role, and socio-economic role. So let us discuss one by one in detail in the upcoming slides. So first is the stimulatory role. The stimulatory role aims at influencing people in large number to be the entrepreneur. So this role includes developing managerial, technical, financial, and marketing skills. Then it involves inculcating personality traits. It helps promotes and reforms entrepreneurial behavior and values. Identifying a potential entrepreneur, applying scientific methods. It also plays the role of motivational training and building a proper attitude, strengthening the motive of a person, and giving recognition. The valuable know-how of the local products and the process help in selection of the product, preparation of the project reports. So this role is basically based on the motivational aspects, how an entrepreneur can be motivated to start up a business venture. The second role is the supportive role. When the person is motivated, highly motivated to take up a business venture, then it is the responsibility of the entrepreneurship development program to support, to hold hands for the success of the entrepreneur. So it includes following things are considered under supportive role. First is the registration of the business, the procurement of funds, incubation support, team building and team development support, mentorship and guidance for industry experts, providing tax relief, subsidy, government schemes, etc., guidance in product marketing, support from the management consultancy. So, as the name suggests, every kind of support, right, from the registration to the procurement of fund and running of the business, launching of the product, every kind of help is extended to the entrepreneur. The next is the sustaining role. So it aims at providing an effective safeguard to businesses to sustain against the cutthroat market competition, and it includes help in modernization, expansion, and diversification. Additional finance for further development, global networking opportunities, creating new marketing processes, and helping access to improved services and co-working centers. So this particular role is imparted to retain, to further improve the business, and if the business wants to modernize or expand, or if it wants to go for diversification, then all the support is being extended to the entrepreneur. The next is the socio-economic role. So it aims at upgrading the socio-economic status of the public, and it includes identifying entrepreneurial qualities in practicality, creating employment opportunities in micro, small and medium enterprises on an immediate basis, arresting concentration of industries by supporting regional development in a balanced manner, focusing on the equal distribution of income and wealth of the nation, channelizing the latent resources for building an enterprise. Now we will discuss the purpose or the objective of entrepreneurship development program. Promotion of cottage and medium scale industries, generation of employment opportunities, promotion of first generation businessmen, then to create awareness about availability of resources, to impart training, to develop a broad vision, to remove doubts of the entrepreneurs and to give solution to their problems, to create a successful entrepreneur, creation of conducive and healthy environment for the growth of the entrepreneurs. Now we will see each and every objective in detail. So promotion of cottage and small scale industries. This is the main objective of the entrepreneurship development program, to provide help to the rural areas. Special programs are designed to stimulate new ventures and encourage expansion of existing activities in small and medium scale industries. As far as generation of employment opportunities is concerned, EDP's aims to encourage self-employment among the potential entrepreneurs. It generates employment and self-employment opportunities in the processing of indigenous raw material for local consumption and for exports. The third objective is the promotion of first generation businessmen. So one of the main objective of EDP is also to encourage first generation entrepreneurs who do not have any business background, to motivate them, to promote entrepreneurial mindset. The entrepreneurship development programs may be very helpful, very useful. The next is to create awareness about availability of the resources. It aims to spread awareness about the available resources such as raw material, technology, etc. This will help the entrepreneurs to start their business without any kind of problem. The next is to impart training. The main objective of EDP is to not and train potential entrepreneurs. It impart training in training in managerial understanding and skills. I'm sorry, there is some mistake in the typing. So it also provides post-training and assistance and monitoring facilities to the entrepreneurs. The next is to develop a broad vision. One of the objective of EDP is also to develop a broad vision to see the business as a whole and to integrate its functions with the different functions which exist in the enterprise. In other words, we can say that it helps in unifying the various diversified activities to achieve the desired goal. The next is to remove doubts of entrepreneurs and to give a solution to their problems. The new entrepreneurs may face various problems in establishment and operation of the business. So to remove the doubts of the entrepreneurs and to give solution to their problems is the objective of entrepreneurship development program. It helps the entrepreneurs to set or reset the objectives of their business and work individually and along with this group for their realization. Another objective is to create a successful entrepreneur. So every entrepreneurship development aims at creating successful entrepreneurs. It provides constructive direction, mentoring, cooperation, support for those who choose a career path different from traditional roles. Then another objective is creation of a conducive and healthy environment for the growth of the entrepreneurs. The process of entrepreneurial development focus on training and education, reorientation, and creation of conducive and healthy environment for the growth of the enterprises. So students, these are the various objectives for which the entrepreneurship development programs are being organized from time to time to encourage the youth for taking up the entrepreneurial venture. So now we will discuss the various problems or challenges which are faced for execution or in organizing the entrepreneurship development programs. So the first problem is no policy at the national level. Though the government of India is fully aware about the importance of entrepreneurial development, yet we do not have any national policy on entrepreneurship. It is expected that the government will formulate and enforce a policy aimed at promoting balanced regional development for various areas through promotions of entrepreneurs. Another issue is the problem at the pre-training phase. Various problems faced in this phase includes identification of business opportunities, finding and locating target group, selection of trainee and trainers, etc. Important problem which is faced in organizing the EDP is overestimation of the trainees. Now, under the EDPs, it is assumed that the trainee have aptitude for self-employment, and training will motivate and enable the trainees in the successful setup and managing of their enterprises. Now, what happens that these agencies do overestimation regarding the aptitude and capabilities of the educated youth. Thus, on one hand, the EDPs do not impart sufficient training, and on the other hand, financial institutions are not prepared to finance these risky enterprises set up by them and set up by those who are not so competent entrepreneurs. Another problem is duration of the entrepreneurship development. An attempt is made during the conduct of EDPs to prepare prospective entrepreneurs thoroughly for the various problems they will be encountering during the setup and running of their enterprises. Duration of most of the EDPs varies between 4 to 6 weeks, which is too short a period to instill basic managerial skills in the entrepreneurs. So the very objective to develop and strengthen the entrepreneurial qualities and motivation is not fulfilled, or it is defeated. The non-availability of the infrastructural facilities. So in country like India, no prior planning is done for the conduct of entrepreneurship development programs. EDPs conducted in the rural and backward areas lack infrastructural facilities like proper classrooms, suitable guest speakers, boarding and lodging, etc. So this is the very genuine problem in case of the EDPs which are supposed to be conducted in the rural areas. The next is the improper methodology. The course contents are not standardized, and most of the agencies engaged in EDPs are themselves not fully clear about what they are supposed to do for the attainment of predetermined goals. This puts a question mark on the utility of these programs. So we have seen the problems or the challenges with the execution, or rather organizing the EDPs in the developing countries, in the rural areas, or a country like India. Now we will be discussing the importance of entrepreneurial development program. Why it is important? What is the need of EDPs for any nation? So EDPs have great role and relevance in increasing the supply of new entrepreneurs to accelerate the process of industrialization. It is widely accepted that persons interested to become entrepreneur will be greatly helped if appropriate training and development program are made available to them. Then secondly, need or importance of EDPs can be judged on the basis of the following points. First is the eliminating poverty and unemployment. Most of the underdeveloped countries are confronted with the chronic problem of unemployment. EDPs can help them help these unemployed people in getting self-employment, and at the same time generating employment opportunities for others. Various programs initiated by government like National Rural Employment Program, that is NREP, another program that is known as Integrated Rural Development Program, that is IRDP, etc., aims at tackling unemployment problem. The second is the balanced regional development. Successful entrepreneurship development program helps in accelerating the pace of industrialization, which result in the reduction of concentration of economic power, and small scale units can be set up in remote areas while little finance resources, and it helps in achieving balanced regional development. So EDP aims at promoting small scale units which are more useful for balanced regional development than the medium and large scale units for a country which is in the developing phase. The next point is the economic growth. The relevance of EDPs can be clearly understood by their role in the economic development of the country like India. Such programs create many entrepreneurs who are able to establish small and micro enterprises which require less investment in funds. It increases new investment and brings innovations. All these activities in turn stimulate the economic growth of the nation. Another important point regarding the importance of EDP is the optimum use of locally available resources. The EDPs can help in harnessing locally available resources by training and educating the entrepreneurs. Since abundance resources are available locally, proper use of these resources will help in creating a healthy base for the sound economic growth and rapid industrialization. EDP also help in minimizing excessive scraps, defective outputs, and wastage in the production process. Next importance is it promotes innovations. Entrepreneurial development programs initiate the people for innovations and creativity. EDPs have become a vital strategy for harnessing the vast untapped human skills to channelize them into accelerating industrialization. Then it is useful as it diffuses social tension. Every youth feels frustrated if he does not get employment after completing the education. The surplus youth energies can be diverted to the self-employment career to help the country. This may diffuse social tension and unrest among the youth of the country. Then importance of EDP is also by way of development of entrepreneurial qualities. The entrepreneurship development programs are needed to induce achievement, motivation, and development entrepreneurial characteristics or competences among the youth persons through imparting training with a view to making them successful future entrepreneurs. Then it helps in preventing industrial slums. As we have seen, more industrial units are located in highly congested areas, and which leads to creation of industrial slums. So entrepreneurship development programs help in removal of these slums, as entrepreneurs are provided with various schemes, incentives, subsidies, and infrastructural facilities to set up their own enterprises in all the places. It is also useful for fulfillment of dreams of so many dreamers. So entrepreneurship development program is necessary to motivate the potential entrepreneurs to convert their dreams into the action. The next is the successful launching of new units. EDPs helps motivation, competence, and skills necessary for successful launching, management, and growth of the enterprise. Then last but not the least, it is helpful in development of rural and backward areas. If new enterprises are set up in backward and rural areas of a developing country like India, they are sure to mitigate poverty in such areas and also to remove lopsided economic development, that is concentration of business enterprises in the urban areas only. Now let us see what is the role played by the government for the organizing of entrepreneurship development programs. So after the independence, our country, the government of India decided to promote entrepreneurial activity through various intensives through various incentives in both industrially and backward rural areas. The thrust of these programs was to provide technological, financial, market, and moral support to the potential entrepreneurs who can act as catalyst agent of the change and development. So to achieve these objectives, the government has set up or established various institutions for promoting the entrepreneurship development program. So there are certain institutes which are established by the central government, namely a National Institute for Entrepreneurship and Small Business Development, that is NIESBD. Second one is the Entrepreneurship Development Institute of India, that is EDII. The next is the Small Industries Development Organization, National Entrepreneurship Development Board. The department has constituted the national, that is NEBD. Then Indian Investment Center, that is IIC. Technical Consultancy Organizations, that is TCOs. And National Institute for Industry Extension, Small Industry Extension and Training, that is NISIET. So these are the various initiatives of the central government in promoting the EDPs. Now let us have a look on the initiatives taken by this state level government. So first is the Small Industry Service Institution, that is SISI, District Industry Center, that is DIC, State Financial Corporation, SFC, State Small Industries Corporation, SSIC, State Industries Corporation, SIC, Directorate of Industries, that is DOI, and State Industries Promotion Corporation. So these are the various institutions or agencies which are set up by the state government for promotion of the entrepreneurship development. So with these, I would like to stop here, and we will see in detail what are the various initiatives taken by the different agencies of central government, state government, and other non-governmental agencies in the next upcoming lectures. So